Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to It's Lemur Time, the podcast where we get real about the messy parts of building and maintaining a positive mental space and what it means to put ourselves back together. My name is Tentacorn, and today we're going to dive into something so many of us experience but don't often always talk about: depression after a breakup. And how do we cope and start healing from that pain? Breakups can feel like a death in slow motion. They change our day-to-day lives, but they also change the story we thought we were living. So today, I want to sit with you. No judgment, no pressure, and let's walk through this together. When a relationship ends, it's not just about losing someone. It's about losing a future you thought you had. It's about losing habits, rituals, and even the little inside jokes that used to belong to just the two of you. And when that rug gets pulled out from under you, it's completely normal to feel depressed. You might wake up in the morning and for a split second, everything feels normal. Until the memory of that breakup slams into your chest like a freight train. Or maybe it's more subtle. A dull ache. A numbness that hangs over everything. Recently for me, on Valentine's Day, I lost not only a 6-year relationship, but a 10-year-long relationship. Don't worry, I know what you're saying. What? We were poly. Everybody was in on it. It's completely fine and healthy in itself. However, when I heard the words, "I don't want to be with you anymore," it was like my world came crashing down. I was lost. I couldn't fall asleep at night. I stayed up for days on end until I would inevitably pass out and sleep for days on end. I was at the lowest point in my life. I felt like I couldn't breathe, like I had lost my purpose in life. There was no more joy, there was no more laughter, there was no more light. But then one day I woke up and it was like I was okay. I could go a few days without crying, but then, like it always does, something small would happen. And it could be something as simple as me standing in the line at the grocery store and I'm short $1. And that would make my world come crashing down again. I realized I was still not okay. One of the hardest parts of a breakup is feeling like you've lost a part of yourself in that process. And that feeling, it has a name. It's called grief. It's real. It's valid. You are allowed to grieve what was, even if it wasn't perfect. Even if leaving was the right thing to do. Your sadness does not have to be justified to anyone. Now, heartbreak always hurts, but sometimes it shifts into something much heavier. Depression. Here are some signs that you might be dealing with more than just your regular sadness. You're feeling exhausted all the time, even after a full night's sleep. You've lost interest in things you used to love, like books and music and hobbies that brought you joy. You find yourself isolating from family and friends. You struggle to eat, or you use food for comfort in ways that doesn't feel good. And maybe you feel numb, like you're floating outside of your body. If you're like me and you find yourself nodding to any of that, I want you to know you're not broken. You're responding to loss in the way your mind and body are trying to protect you. And there's absolutely no shame in reaching out for help. Depression after a breakup can be so intense, but you don't have to navigate it alone. So, how do we move past this? Let's get into some of the parts that feel so impossible, but matter so much. Coping. First, you have to make sure you give yourself permission to grieve without rushing. You don't owe anyone a lifetime for your healing. It's okay if you still cry over them 6 months later. And it's okay if hearing a certain song breaks you open all over again. You have to give yourself permission to grieve. Second, anchor yourself to small routines. When the big stuff feels too heavy, focus on tiny rituals. For me, I wake up in the morning and I make my bed, and then I do my personal hygiene like brushing my teeth and washing my face, and then I'll drink a full glass of water. And you can even try taking a walk, even if it's just to the end of the driveway. The small things add up, and mostly, don't forget to acknowledge those small accomplishments. Third, reconnect with the you outside of the relationship. Who were you before them? What hobbies lit you up and made you smile? What dreams did you have for yourself? It might feel like you're standing in front of a blank canvas, and I understand that is so scary, but it's also extremely powerful, and you should feel empowered. You get to paint something new now, something better. Fourth, try reaching out. I know firsthand how tempting it is to isolate. It was always my go-to when depression slapped me across the face. But even texting a friend and saying, "Hey, I'm having a really rough time, can we please talk?" That's a brave and healing move. Having a support system in place in itself is extremely healing. And lastly, this one is most important. Allow yourself some joy without guilt. If you laugh at a meme, if you dance around to your favorite song, if you have one beautiful, lighthearted moment, that doesn't erase your grief. It means you're human. It means healing is happening. And even when you don't feel it yet, you are healing. Before we close today, I would like to invite you to a short breathing exercise. It's just a few seconds, and it's just for you. So wherever you are, if you're sitting, lying down, walking. Take a slow breath in. Inhale for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it gently. And now exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Exhale pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are not broken. You are a soul doing the brave work of healing. Healing after heartbreak is one of the most painful, courageous journeys you'll ever take in life. It's slow, it's messy, but it's also beautiful. Every tear, every journal entry, every morning that you get out of bed when you don't feel like it, that's you rebuilding. You're not going backwards. You're growing roots, strong ones, deep ones. And someday when the light is right and time is there, those roots will bloom into something even stronger than you've ever imagined. If today's episode touched you, please share it with someone who might need this reminder too. And if you want more healing conversations, come join us at our community. You can find me at Tentacorn493 on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And you can check out our community Discord. That link is in my bio. We're always better when we heal together. Until next time, stay gentle with yourself. You are loved. You are kind. You are healing. And I am so proud of you. Till next time.